Hi, I'm Scott Briard, and welcome to Hot Shots TV. Today I've got the pleasure of reviewing a great set of darts for you. For any of you league players or those playing at home that want to get better, these darts might be exactly what you're looking for. 10 years of retail now at Hot Shots. These are by far the best 90% tungsten dart we've ever sold. We definitely recommend to people who find they have darts that land in the board on a funny angle. Once we usually get the correct weight for you that we can judge here, usually find a dart that many people use for years to come. We've had a lot of league players switch over to it, and a lot of people become provincial champions using the Jocky Wilson dart. They're made by Data Dart. Jocky Wilson was a fantastic Scottish player, won 2 world championships, back in '82 against John Lowe, and back in '89 against Eric Bristow in a real classic final the two of them played. The reason why the Jocky Wilson darts have been so successful is because the barrel tends to have equal balance the whole way along. Some darts front heavy, some darts are back heavy. This barrel actually has identical weight the whole way through, which is great for people for releasing the dart. It just becomes an easy dart to throw again once we find the weight that you need. What's also nice about it is how they've changed over the years. They went from a signature barrel, which was slightly slippery, had the same rings to it, you can see in blue and yellow. They've gone to a shark grip, which is a little bit sharper, and now they've gone to a ghost grip. So you can see the rings, maybe not through the camera, but you can see the rings cut all the way along. You can certainly feel them, which is great for players that, in leagues, they may work with their hands all week long, have calluses or really dry hands, or people that might have a pint of beer and then go to be able to throw their darts, and they find the darts slip out of their hands. Definitely won't happen with these. Anyway, very sharp ghost grip that's cut onto them. We're extremely happy with the fact that the barrel is identically weighted the entire way along. Available 22, 24 grams. Great for people who have been playing for a while. 24 is about an average weight. 26 grams for your beginner player, and then up to 28 grams, which we recommend for shorter, smaller people who don't have as hard of a throw. It allows them to get a heavier dart up to the top of the board easier. So they're available again, 22, 24, 28 grams, 22, 24, 26, 28 grams, and it just to become a great dart. What we also recommend to people is, and these are called Jocky Wilson shafts, ironically enough, is to try different lengths, and it'll allow you to have more consistency with your grouping once you find the correct length of a shaft. And again, we might have the right weight, but the darts are still landing in on funny angles into the dartboard, changing from a medium shaft or vice versa. You might find out right away that your darts land in consistently on the same angle, which is great for grouping, great for allowing you to hit 3 triples, keeping all the darts in there at the same spot, which works out really good. Now the Jocky Wilson, great character. I had the fortune of spending some time with him. I guess I was back around 13, 14 years of age. Would have been the late 80s. Jocky would have just won the 2nd World Championships, and he was flown over quite often to Canada to do exhibitions. And again, he was about 5'2". When I was 13, 14, I was probably about 5'2" as well. So we had a lot of fun with him. Some great antics over the years. He had given the middle finger to Cliff Lazarenko during one televised tournament. If you remember darts at all back in the 80s, Jocky was usually the guy up on stage with a pint of beer and a cigarette in one hand as he threw. So he was quite a character, but he was a lot of fun, especially during exhibitions. He was a great player, and we've got great memories from it. Born in Scotland, again, 2 world championships. He no longer plays. A little bit of a sad story, but he retired back in about '95. Doesn't do any more interviews, will not play in any more tournaments, has never shown up at another event. So it's a little disappointing because he was a great figure for Scotland in the dart industry. Anyway, great darts available at Hot Shots, 22, 24, 26, 28 grams. Again, the Jocky Wilson shaft comes with them. You can also buy them separately. There's a little ring that goes on the end of the plastic shaft that we can see here. What this allows is when you place this before putting the flight on, push the flight down nice and hard, it actually tightens to it so you have less flights pop out when you're throwing your darts at the dartboards. Ironically, they were also named after Jocky Wilson. He used to actually run wire around the top of the shaft in order to hold his flights in, which is where that all came from. Anyway, great darts from Data Dart, available at Hot Shots. We're sure you're going to love them, sure you're going to enjoy them. Call us again anytime with any questions. You can reach us toll free at 1-866-891-6674.